So the unit is outside of the Lanesborough, near Hyde Park Corner, very prominent position, getting lots of interest from passers-by, people stopping to ask what we're doing and what's going on. And we invited people from the hospitality industry and including black cab drivers as well, to, if they have persistent heartburn symptoms, to fill out the form and see if they qualify to have the heartburn health check using the capsule sponge.
We want to target patients who have chronic acid reflux, so things like heartburn, indigestion, patients who are taking pills like Gaviscon or Renes or Pepto-Bismol over the counter for long periods of time. So these are the patients that we want to bring in to have a chat, to get tested and see if they have got early signs of esophageal cancer so we can begin to make a difference.
So the test is very, very simple. So you swallow a capsule on a thread and the capsule travels down to the stomach over just, with a glass of water over a few seconds, and then you leave the capsule in the stomach for about 7 minutes and the capsule dissolves, and within the capsule is a compressed sponge. So as the capsule dissolves, the sponge pops out, and then usually a nurse will just retrieve that by pulling on the thread, and it will collect cells along the whole length of the esophagus. They then just put the sponge into a pot. You've usually got 1 to 2 million cells.
So I think the most important thing to say is the majority of people with heartburn or acid reflux will never get esophageal cancer. And it's a benign problem that can be managed. But in a small cohort of patients, in a small proportion of patients with chronic symptoms, the risk of developing something called Barrett's esophagus. Barrett's esophagus is a precancerous condition that can predispose to esophageal cancer. And that risk in patients with chronic reflux is about 10-15%. So that's what we're looking for with these early diagnostic tests, so we can target these patients,
put them into a monitoring program where we can keep an eye on them.
but if anything changes, that we can intervene and treat early.
I would like to see a unit, a mobile diagnostic unit, such as the one that is outside the Lanesborough, in every single town in the country. We will then save lives.